and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to be talking about how we can overcome our limiting beliefs and become successful. If you don't know already, my name's Jazz, and obviously if you're new here you might not know exactly what this channel is about. So on this channel we talk all about our mental health, our mindset and our career, and we are trying to level up in life and we are trying to achieve anything that we think we would like and whatever we think is possible for ourselves. So this video kind of ties into when we think we're not good enough and we let that eat up inside us and we have a limiting belief. In turn, that really hinders our progress. So in today's video, I'm going to teach you simple yet effective steps on how we can stop limiting beliefs and reprogram our mindset for absolute success. Also, I have done other videos on mindset, so if you'd like to see those, I'll link the playlist below, and again, the video chapters will also be linked below. Right, so let's get straight on into the video. So firstly, let's understand what is limiting beliefs. This area is so noisy for cars. I'm so sorry. Right, let's understand what is a limiting belief. So a limiting belief is something that we think we cannot achieve because we've got negative thoughts or a negative attitude on what we think we are capable of and what we can achieve. So that might be the fact that I'm not applying for that role. I'm not going to step out the house without any makeup because I don't think I can achieve that role. I don't think I look great. I look ugly without makeup. You know, all of these things, they are limiting beliefs. And in turn, they really hinder our progress to become successful. If we want to achieve something in our life, we cannot go through it with a negative mindset. So if I said that I wanted to go and apply for a role, I will block out the noise of I can't achieve that role. I won't be capable in that role. I shouldn't apply for that role because I am limiting my own ability before I've even had a chance to explore the option. I have always said this on my channel, and I've always said it in person to anybody that's come into my life who I'm trying to develop and so on. Within any environment, you know, you cannot go through life thinking what if, because you're going to live to regret it. So if I feel like I can't apply for a role because I'm not going to be good in it, it's going to already hinder my progress in my ability to A, be successful in the post, but also be successful once I land that role. So now we're going to move on to step number 1, which is understanding the root cause of our limiting beliefs. Now we're going to talk a little bit about why we may suffer from having limiting beliefs about ourselves, okay, and our inability. Mostly it's because of our past experiences. So our brain is automatically just trying to protect us from going through those emotions, going through those experiences yet again. So it could be that in your past life, you know, when you were growing up, in your teenagers, in your childhood, you had people telling you you weren't good enough, that you wouldn't succeed in life. When you got a little bit older, you might have applied for a role, had really bad feedback from the interview, been in a position of a role that you've not necessarily excelled in and been told that you're not great, you're not good enough. All of these things can have a negative impact on our mindset, but also ultimately causes limiting beliefs, believe it or not. See what I did there? So now we're going to move on to step 2, which is methods on how we can change our mindset when it comes to these beliefs. So firstly, I want you to have an awareness. Okay, so if, let's say, I keep telling myself I'm poor with money, I'm not good enough, I look ugly without makeup, I've got to have an awareness that that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm conditioning my brain with. I've got to understand that that's wrong and that I shouldn't be talking to myself like that. You want to analyze and understand that when you're saying these things, is it true? You know, do you really look that bad without makeup? Are you really not that great of a person? And you know, be harshly true. You know, I want you to be self-critical, but also realize when you're not really that bad at something, when you're not really you're not ugly. You know, I don't think anyone's ugly, by the way. Then we're going to move on to questioning those beliefs. So I want you to ask yourself, these thoughts that you're feeling, is that really you? Is that really the truth? Is it because you haven't had the opportunity? You know, why is it that you're thinking like this? Is there any evidence that actually proves your train of thought and these limiting beliefs? And if it is, then you're going to start work on trying to change these things and get the experience, get the confidence to be better. Start believing in yourself, you know. Next, we're going to have positive affirmations into our routine. Okay, so this might be really cliche, but I am a firm believer of self-love and self-talk and being around positive people, but also portraying positivity out in the world. Okay, so when you say I am not good enough, I want you to change it to I am capable of achieving everything I desire in life, and I am capable of success. And there's so many positive affirmations out there. You know, go on TikTok and there's so many people out there providing these affirmations. There's so many good books that you could read, but also just Google something. If you've got a word or a sentence that you think about yourself and you're stuck with how to change it into a positive affirmation or positive quote, go on Google, type in your limiting belief and ask it to change it to a positive. Or even use ChatGPT, you know, that's a really good tool to help you with this. Next, I want you to visualize your success, okay? So let's say when you think you're never going to finish uni. Let's say you're not good enough and you think that you're not good enough for uni. I want you to visualize in your mind that you're going to achieve that degree. I want you to visualize and see yourself in the future obtaining that degree and being in that graduation ceremony with all your family and your friends. I want you to visualize positive future, okay? And this will really help train our mind into remembering why we're doing this, and that the pain and the negative thoughts that we feel right now is only limited to a short time. But also, if you get rid of the negative and change it into a positive affirmation, it will help you on your journey. Next, I want you to take action, okay? So what we've talked about is positive affirmations and we've visualized our future. You've got to now take action. You can't just sit back on the sofa and hope for the best. You've got to think, okay, what are the steps that I now need to take in order to achieve these goals? And it might seem overwhelming at first, but if you break them down into smaller tasks, it will become easier and easier for you, and it will be achievable a lot quicker. And every time that you achieve that little task, celebrate, go and do something good. Make yourself feel happy about the fact that you've just done that little task. And in turn, it will help you in your mindset. Step 3 is I want you to read up on the internet or go on YouTube and look up success stories, okay? So J.K. Rowling got rejected so many times before somebody actually said yes to publishing her book. And then look how it actually took off. Like, she became so successful, and it just proved that she had the will and the determination to believe in herself and believe in her idea, and she didn't have any limiting beliefs, and she got through those hurdles and eventually became successful. It's the same with Oprah Winfrey. So she, I believe, got fired from her first job. She didn't get a role that she applied for, and eventually she became successful. Now, that takes us to the end of the video, and just remember that limiting beliefs is just that. They're just a belief that we've posed on ourselves, and we can let go of it. We can change our mindset and we can become a much better and stronger person once we remove all of these negative thoughts about ourselves. By becoming aware of our limiting beliefs, challenging them, and taking action, we can overcome them and achieve our dreams. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you did, drop me a thumbs up, put something in the comments, and make sure you subscribe for more. Thanks, guys.